y'all. Hey everybody. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. So welcome. Come on in. Make yourself at home. Get comfy. Get you something nice to drink. I don't plan on staying on here too very long, but I do have a bunch of things that I've made that I'd like to share with y'all. I'm gonna be straight up honest. So this is the third time I'm trying to do this video. The first time I did it yesterday afternoon, probably about 8 o'clock at night. That was a bad idea. After a long day out and about. And then I went to listening to it and my mouth was moving, but no sound was coming out. And I said, well, let me try it again. And then so I tried to video again. And I just, I was so just unorganized, unorganized with my thoughts and my words. And then I had gum in my mouth, which I love my gum, but I'm thinking this is going to drive some of y'all nuts. Chewing gum while I'm talking to you. I know my English teacher, that was one of the things. She's like, you can't be chewing gum. And, you know, no, it was my college teacher in speech. She's like, speech was great, but you can't chew the gum. I'm like, man, and I knew that. But I did. So today is Sunday. Sunday, probably, I don't know, let me look. Almost 12 o'clock, almost high noon. And we got back from church. We had brunch. We did a little bit of grocery shopping. And I told my husband, you know what? I'm going to do this video again. So no gum. Fingers crossed that the audio, that you can hear me just fine. But I do have a lot of fun things I'd like to share with y'all. So welcome. My name is Marcia with Mimi Makes Keepsakes. And I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me for a little bit. And hopefully you enjoy what I show you. And I appreciate all my older subscribers, not that you're old, that have been around with me for a little bit. I appreciate you, and welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm happy that you're sharing this YouTube journey with me. I enjoy sharing with you and hearing the comments, and yeah, so thank you so much. So I've had a busy week, as I know most of you have had a busy week. So we're going toward the end of the week, end of the weekend, starting a new week Monday. So those of you that have Monday through Friday jobs, guess what? Tomorrow is the work day. I don't mind my job. So last week was pretty busy. I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, part-time at a bakery. And then I keep my grandson on Thursday and Friday. But I'm like, my day job is cutting into my crochet. Oh, my crochet fun. I know every one of you out there can relate, but I have got so much I want to share with you. I was able to do a test pattern for Robin from the knotting hook. And if you see my Instagram, I made a llama and I made some frogs. So I want to share that with you today. So what do y'all want me to start with first? So we'll talk about, I took a photo with one of the dragons that I tested for Robin from the knotting hook. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Y'all, I've tested one other pattern, and Robin showed this dragon. It was it week before last? And I'm like, I love that little dragon. I so would love to test that. Even if I wasn't chosen to test for it, I would purchase that pattern as soon as she released it. And Robin, different people have tested for Robin before, have mentioned her patterns are great. And so yeah, so I was selected. I believe there were 18 testers that she chose, and it was such a fun time. This was like a test party. So she put everybody in a chat on Instagram, and it was just like we're all hanging out doing this same project. And then you get to see the pictures of everyone's makes. Just amazing. I mean, we're all making the same pattern, but each and every one is so different, all the details. It was just great to see, and I'm so happy and thankful I got to be part of that group, that test group. Like I said, it was just a test party, and it was really fun to correspond back and forth with some of the testers, and you know, well, this pattern worked for me. The pattern was really well. I didn't have any issues. My issue was with myself. It was very clear on one of the things that you start the second chain from the hook, and my mind is thinking, nope, I'm gonna start somewhere else, and then my counts were off, and I'm like, and then I read it again, second chain from the hook, but nope, I started somewhere else. And I read it again, I'm like, oh, duh, you know, follow the directions. But I do that sometimes. I get it in my head, this is the way it's supposed to go, and it's not. But it was a great pattern. But I'm gonna go ahead and share with y'all the first dragon that I made. This is from Robin's. This is Robin's pattern that she created. It is now on Etsy, Knotting Hook Crochet. And look at this. So I've seen this is the first dragon that I've made. I know dragons have been popular, but I haven't found one that I love. I did do a fire lizard. I did do one of those. So when I say I've never made a dragon before, I've made one of the dragons from Mama Made Lovies. Mama Made Minis, they're dragon lovies. And I've seen the sleeping dragons, and they're cute and all, but it's just not something I thought, hey, I need to make that. But so when Robin showed that she made this pattern, I'm like, I need to make this, because what does that look like to you? Doesn't that look like Pete's dragon? It is so cute. And I got the spike, look at here from the back, so cute. So Robin designed this sweet little dragon pattern. So much fun to make, so easy to make up. It looks like it would be tedious, but it is not, because you got the 4 legs. She did an amazing job designing this pattern. And she also, on the pattern where you can do the spikes, or you can just do a line, like a spine down the back. I chose the surface bobble stitch, or standalone bobble stitch, and I do have a tutorial for that, so I'll add that link down below. So that way you can put however many spikes you want, however close or separated that you want them. You don't have to worry about going in and doing this during the color change and it being off and not even. So if you do a surface bobble stitch, you get to place it wherever you want. You get to be the boss of the bobble stitch, wherever you want to put it. But yeah, so this was made, I think her name is Adelinda. She was made with Sweet Snuggles Lite. And as I said before, I have a love-hate relationship with this yarn, but it is so soft. Once I get through, I just take the lint roller and I'm lint rolling, get a new sheet, lint roll, get a new sheet. But then, no, it doesn't. Someone asked me before if it like sheds after it's made. No, it doesn't shed after it's made. But if you worked with Chanel or Sweet Snuggles Lite, Premier, Parfait, Chunky, it will shed. You know how when you pull your yarn through and you tie it and tuck it, you'll have threads from the ties, you'll have threads from where you tuck it, fuzz. And so you just need to lint roll it. But once it's all the ends are in place, it doesn't shed after the product's already made. So I made this with Sweet Snuggles Lite, And I did the horns in Premier Parfait Chunky, and I believe I used the 5mm hook on the horns, Sweet Snuggles Lite 6mm hook for the rest of the body. I thought she was adorable and makes up fairly quick, very easy, doesn't take much yarn at all. And I made another one. This one I did with Bernat blanket yarn. Isn't that so pretty? All of this is made with Bernat blanket yarn, 7mm crochet hook. His name is Aiden, which means little fire. And I just thought he was adorable. And I gave him the surface bobble stitches. And I thought he turned out so cute. Didn't take up much yarn at all. It was yarn that I had left over from another project, so I had enough to do him. And this is some gold, like a mustard color that I had left over from other projects. And I gave him the safety eyes. So I thought he turned out really cute. So I do want to make one in Premier Parfait Chunky. Y'all can see the size difference. So I would like to make one in Premier Parfait Chunky, so I think it would be smaller. So yeah, great job, Robin, and thank you for letting me be a part of the test group. It was so much fun, and Robin was a good sport. I bet her phone was pinging off the hook, but it was so good to see everyone's final product. Like I said, everybody's turned out beautiful, and I just love the creative side of everyone. You know, people chose different colors, different styles of wings, different colors for the spine or the spikes in the back. It was just, and I think if you go on her Instagram, Knot and Hook Crochet, she may have a list of people that test. So you can go and follow them and see what they made and get inspiration from all the other creators. They did an amazing job. So I would definitely would love to test for Robin again. And yeah, so I can't wait to make another one. It's just I ran out of time. Like I said, my day job gets in the way of my crochet job. That's not really a job, but I would like for it to be. Doing markets and sharing them with you on YouTube video, it does give me a little bit of income, actually, just to put back into my crochet, help pay for my crochet supplies and etc. So also another thing I wanted to talk to you about, if you've seen my Instagram, you've seen my little mama llama. Y'all, I do not understand why I've never made a llama before. So this is a first time making a dragon, first time making a llama. I know a while back llamas were all the craze. I'm not sure if it's still a thing, but this is this is stinking adorable. So my daughter has a friend, I think next week is her birthday week, and she likes llamas. So I'm like, well, I want to make her a llama. And I came across this pattern on Etsy. It is a paid for pattern on Etsy, and it is made by, hold on, I'll bring up my Etsy. Let's see, y'all, I bought a lot of patterns on Etsy. This past couple weeks, I get what little money I make off of markets goes into more patterns, more yarn. It just feeds the addiction. That's all it does. But it's good to have a hobby. Hobbies are good for you, right? Yep. Crochet lowers stress, right? Yep. Y'all agree with me. So this is a paid pattern from Kein Maker, Kein, Kein Maker. And I guess this is the first time I've heard of this designer. So I followed her shop, and she has a lot of other cute little patterns out. Cute little hedgehog. Just a bunch of other cute little ones. So Kein maker, and right now for the next 10 hours, she has a 60% off sale. So right now this little low sew pattern is on sale for $1.80. Oh, sorry, sweetie. So she was made with Premier Parfait Chunky 5.0 millimeter crochet hook, and the tassels, so it's low sew. Only thing you have to sew is this, the blanket. And you really, I think. So the blanket, it was suggested to tack it with glue, but I just went in and tacked it on the top and sewed the bottom. But you know what would be really pretty is these little bitty tassels on the edge of the blanket. So these little ear tassels I got from Micheals a while back. When you go through Micheals, I don't know if your Micheals is set up similar to my local Micheals, but they have the jewelry making stuff up front, and they have all these cute little pendants that you can do to make your own jewelry. And they had these packet of tassels, and I told my husband I'm gonna get them. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use them for because they come in all different colors. Look at that face. So I went ahead and got them, and I'm like, okay, this sweet llama mama needs some tassels in her ears. And I also thought about it would be cute if I could do like a little bitty veil right there, but you can just dress her up however you want. So this is a very easy pattern to make. Doesn't take very long at all. And if you're like me, you never made a llama before, this is a great pattern to work with. I think if I do another one, I may put some little beads, pellets in the bottom. I had planned to do that, and then I forgot. Before I know it, it's like I'm decreasing and it's almost time to close up the hole, and it wouldn't left me enough of room to stick those pellets in there. But this is for an adult, and I think I don't have to worry about, you know, her taking the tassels out or them falling out or anything like that. And I did give her the embroidery eyes, and that's off of Cassandra's Craftably Ever After. She has a tutorial on embroidery eyes. But yeah, definitely will make some more of these. And this yarn, I gotta tell y'all about this yarn. So this is a color changing yarn, but look, the colors only change like every stitch or every other stitch. So you don't have to do this huge row before you get that color change. And this was a happy surprise that I found. Now the blanket is done in a 4 acrylic and a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. But more about this yarn in just a second. So we went to Micheals. I had a $10 voucher that was due to expire like one day this past week. And I told my husband, I was like, you know, I got 10 bucks. I can find something in Micheals for 10 bucks. So we went one day this past week and went and ate, and then I want to drink this coffee, but I'm afraid it's going to be hot. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed myself on one video. It was like so hot. So I did make a cup of coffee. Well, it's not in a cup, it's in my little thermos looking thing. We just got back from the grocery store, and I wanted to try, do y'all like flavored coffee? So this is Pecan Praline. Yeah, it's a Rouses brand, pecans and praline. It smells good. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip. So maybe it won't be too hot. It's really good. So anyway, sidetrack. Really good. Good coffee. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's 12. So no, it's not too late to be drinking coffee. So we went to Micheals. I had $10 to spend. And walking through. They didn't have their yarn on sale, but I did come across, you know how when you see yarn, it's like, sometimes I walk through and I'm like, nothing's calling to me. I really wanted to get like some of the Bernat sparkle yarn that I've seen some people use on their dragon, but they didn't have it there. My Micheals is pretty, just doesn't have, it just has like standard normal colors, your basics. They don't have any of the fancy stuff. But I did come across Chanel Home Slim, this pretty speckled blue. And I saw this and it was telling me, hey, I would make a great elephant. And I agree. So y'all heard me talk about Madeline Mako. Well, she got my money last week and she had this adorable elephant pattern. And when I saw this, it's like, yep, this is going to be that elephant. So this is going to go in line to make one of the elephants from Madeline Mako. If you don't know who she is, go check her out on Etsy. And then I'm like, well, this was like $9 and something. So that was my $10. And after tax and all, it would took care of that $10 voucher. So I'm like, let me go look and see what else they have. And then I found this yarn that I used to make the blanket for the llama. It's soft classic acrylic. It's a 4-weight yarn. And this, I love this yarn. It is so, I mean, it's not the softest, but it's not, it doesn't feel like Red Heart either. But the color changes, like I said, the color changes are with almost every stitch, every 2 stitches. And I like that because, like I said, sometimes when you work a color change, have color change yarn, you have to work a good bit on the project before you see the color change. But this is like instant gratification. But when I saw this, I'm like, I want to make frogs with this. This would make cute frogs. So I got to looking, and they also had this color, also same yarn, and I'm like, that is so pretty. I would love to make maybe some softer color frogs with this. The ball band came off. I had it in a bag and it just slipped off. It's also the soft classic acrylic. It's a 4-weight yarn, medium 4. But when I saw it, it's like, okay, these are going to be frogs. And I remember on Mary Slow Crochet's channel, she showed some little frogs that she made. And I've been meaning to make some, and I thought they were so cute. So I had the yarn, and I ended up making those little frogs. Isn't that cute? So these were, so I went back and I looked at Mary's video to see exactly who, what, when, where these frogs came from. And let me pull that up for you. I did bring my, so Complicated Knots, she has a free online tutorial on how to do these sweet little frogs. Can y'all tell it's a frog? So I made 1, 2, 3 little frogs. Isn't that so cute? So I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a keychain through them. This is the first one I made. It's kind of wonky. But this is the second one I think I made. The third one I made, his eyes are a little bit different. He's more of a grumpy toad. But I thought they turned out cute. So that was the idea in my head when I saw that yarn. I'm like, yep, they're going to be frogs. She also has a free online tutorial on how to do the dart frog. And I started watching that on the video, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy the pattern and do that in my own time. And so I'm going to do another one. The legs are a little bit different. because I think this is cute, but sometimes it's, I'm like, I don't know if you can tell it's like really a frog. I guess it does look like a frog. But I'm going to try and work on her other one, the dark frog pattern that I bought from her, and see how that works out with this yarn. Now, I do like this yarn, and I think this yarn, what I like about this yarn, not only that the color changes pretty quick, but you can tell, you can see your stitches. So after doing your increases and decreases, you can look and like, oh, I can't go in that stitch. That stitch is already spoken for, so I need to start working in the next stitch. And I think this would be a good yarn for someone starting to learn to crochet or do amigurumi, because with the color change, you can definitely tell, I could, what stitches were open for me to work in and what had already been spoken for or taken, if that makes any sense. So these were made with a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and not just any 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. My husband got me, let me see if I can find it. He was paying attention and watching my videos, and he's like, I got something coming in the mail for you. Has the mail came yet? And I'm like, I don't know if the mail's came yet or not. Hold on, sorry for the rattle. So he's been paying attention to my videos. He's like, okay, something's coming for you. I'm like, what is it? He's like, I can't tell you. So once it came in the mail, he gave me the box. He's like, you're gonna be able to know exactly what it is just by looking at the box. So he heard me say that I need a 3.5 millimeter Furls stainless steel streamline hook, and that's what he got me. He's like, I heard you saying you needed one of those. Isn't he the best? So this is what I used to make the frogs, the stainless steel streamline Furls hook. Now, if you've watched any of my videos on my lovies, I was having issues with the plastic hooks. I bought metal hooks from Amazon, still having issues, especially with the Bernat blanket yarn. It's not the softest all the time. And I do have the 7 millimeter and the 8 millimeter stainless steel streamline hooks that I use making lovies. Because if you see my videos, you know I love making lovies. So I had these, right? I enjoy working with these. But with my worsted weight yarn, I had the clover hook that I use a lot, but it started squeaking. I don't know, I can't stand that sound. So, but I do have a Odyssey Furls that he gave me as a gift that he bought for me, a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. And I just mentioned, I'm like, hey, I really would like to try one of these stainless steel streamline hooks from Furls with the worsted weight yarn, and it works really well. I really enjoyed using it with the 4-weight acrylic yarn for these frogs. Uh-oh. And I also used it for the blanket on my Lil Llama. So we were yesterday was pretty busy. It was a great time to be out. We celebrated my older grand's birthday. They had their birthday party at a zoo, and it was just perfect. Being out and about with family, the weather was great. But on the way, we stopped at a Dollar Tree. Not our local Dollar Tree, it was another Dollar Tree along the way to the zoo, to the party, because we had to get gift bags, birthday cards, and things like that, all the goodies. And so this Dollar Tree did have some just chenille. So I got the purple, got 3 purple iris, I believe. Yeah, iris color, and then I got 3 of the light blue. So on the way back from the party, I decided I would crochet that frog in blue and purple. Oh, I can't even tell my colors. I still got to weave in my ends. That's not his tail. But I decided to do the frog in the purple Just Chenille. And I don't know. I think it just looks like a purple, just a bunch of purple yarn. I don't know if you can tell it looks like a frog or not. But I just wanted to see what it would look like in the Just Chenille yarn. Maybe if I want to do it in a plushy yarn, maybe do it in a lighter color, maybe like a lime green, I think would look really pretty. But so I got that. Oh, and I got to tell you about the bags they have at Dollar Tree. So I was at Dollar Tree probably several weeks ago, and they have this beautiful bag, and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. And so we went back to my local Dollar Tree yesterday. I told my husband I need to get these bags to put the grandbaby's gift in because they're huge. Well, they didn't have any at our local Dollar Tree, but at the other Dollar Tree, I found they had these huge bags, and I went ahead and picked me up two more. This is the other one that I have, just huge. And this one is full of like your jumbo yarn, your Bernat blanket yarn, your Sweet Snuggles Lite, all the big skeins. It just holds so much yarn. Look. So I love these bags. I kept telling my husband, they're really good bags. He's like, they're really good bags? I'm like, yeah, they're really good bags. So I picked some more of these up at the Dollar Tree, especially if you're working on a project with some of the bigger blanket yarn and you have color changes and you need several of the bigger skeins of yarn to one place. That works perfect. Dollar Tree, $1.25. They're really good bags. But like I said, it's been a good week. We've had a good weekend, end of the weekend, spending time with family and friends. And I think we may eat some crawfish this afternoon. I'm so excited. Also at the zoo, I love to go by the gift shop. And on the way out, I spotted, let me show you. I spotted this little mouse. Look how cute that is. So this reminded me of some of the things that I've seen Lily and the Bee make, or Jeanette from Crafty Clegg. They make little animals. And this is something that I would love to eventually learn how to do. But when I saw that there, I'm like, I have to get this. So I would love to be able to make something like this. I'm not sure if someone handmade this because there was not a price tag, there was not a label or anything. So they had several of them there, some with pink outfits, some with blue outfits. And so I have no idea if this was handmade or if it came from China, but I asked the lady at the register, I'm like, well, how much are these? And she's like, they're $12. And I'm thinking, if this is handmade, that is way too cheap, $12. So I haven't taken the clothes off to see if there's a label underneath the clothes. I don't feel any labels or tags or signatures, but anyway, I thought it was adorable. And yeah, so it's gonna stay here in my craft room along with my little felt doll that I got from my market, my previous market I showed y'all in my other video, and along with all my other little amigurumi creations I can't seem to part with. They just get so cute, they grow on you. But I think that's it, you guys. I hope you have a great week as we start another new week. And oh, I am working on another dragon. And before I could show you that one, it went to its forever home. And I'm starting on another one. This is a work in progress. So she's gonna need her wings and her spikes. And I need to adjust her little ears. Right now it looks like a pig, but it's not. I'm gonna do surface bobble stitches for her little horns and her spikes. So I can't wait till this is finished. And I think I'm gonna do it in the gray. What do y'all think? Anyway, so this is a commission piece. So I have made dragons before for Mama Made Minis, because you know I love my lovies. And so I'm working on this one. She shouldn't be too much longer. She'll be finished. I'm gonna do embroidery eyes. But I think that's it. I know I've rambled a little bit. But once again, thanks for hanging out with me. It was good to talk with you and share with you all the fun makes I made this week. And I've enjoyed testing and being part of the test group. So much fun. So go check Robin out, the Knotting Hook Crochet. Check out her Instagram, her YouTube, her Etsy, and you wouldn't regret getting the pattern. It is so much fun to make, and you get to be creative. You get to choose what colors you want, what type of spikes you want down the back. So anyway, y'all enjoy and have fun. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, y'all.